What's up, everybody? I'm back with another video game review, and today I am reviewing Blob 2. I know I haven't reviewed the original, but I did get a chance to play the second one. If I ever do get the first chance to play the first one, I will review it. But, I'm not too much of a stickler about going in chronological order here. So, and maybe by the time this comes out, I will have already played the first. Who knows? I have a large backlog of videos, okay? In case something happens, alright? I gotta prepare. I have to always be prepared, okay? Mine's good, alright? But usually in a lot of these I've been saying, thank you to LikunMiffery for letting me borrow this game, and he did not let me borrow this game. This game was let me borrow, lended, I'll say lended, like lending tree, lended to me by the one and the only Darkroom 7, Eli. So, thank you for letting me borrow this game. He let me borrow a few, so he'll be credited for a few of these as well. So, once again, thank you. But anyway, I got some thoughts, so let's jump right into it, shall we? First off, I did not expect much out of this game, to be honest with you. I thought it was just kind of a funny little third-party shovelware-esque type game, but I was pretty genuinely surprised with how much fun I thought it was. It's a very simple platforming game, but a lot of fun. There's a lot of, and that comes with, getting the cool colors and being able to color places, kind of bring them back to life. Fun, cool platforms to jump from, cool ways to get from platform to platform, a lot of ways to just, some cool puzzles to do as well. So it makes for a really fun time in the levels, and it made me just want to enjoy my time in the levels. And if you know me, I don't always like doing that. So it's definitely something to say that this game was able to do that for me. I thought the graphics as well. I mean, the game looks pretty good, in my opinion. The colors look cool, and especially when everything's like colored and repainted back to what it was. So I thought that was really, really good. They're not the greatest. They are on a Wii DS type game, whatever you played it on. But I think it's still really good. So I like the music. I think the music is really fun. Kind of that epic, adventurous vibe to it. That makes it really, really cool. So I liked that for sure. This game's not perfect though. First off, I wish you couldn't only do damage to something if you pressed B before like jumping on it. I wish you could just jump on the enemies. Why can't you just jump on the enemies? It doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, I know that probably specific action is cool to give a little bit more of a cool attack and more control stuff, but can't I just jump on it? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me why you have to always press B, to be honest, okay? The color thing, though, like I said, the color thing's really, really cool. You can color areas, and you can change colors and mix colors, and do whatever you want with the colors. Gives a very artistic vibe off to it for me, and it really reminded me of Splatoon, another game that I reviewed and tried, which also, in my opinion, I think is kind of surprised me with how much fun it is of a game. So that was really, really cool. I can't say, I think for the same reasoning on the most part in this game and Splatoon, even though they're different, they're pretty different, but not completely different. So kind of the same linear thoughts there. So I played the DS version. I know many of you have played the Wii version. The DS version's kind of scaled down. So maybe I'll play the Wii version if I get the opportunity. But the DS version has a cool like camera thing where in the level you can collect a camera, and if you do, after you beat the level, it will then instruct you, it'll then open up your camera, and then it will instruct you to find objects of two different colors, like orange and blue, for example. And you gotta find something that's orange, and you gotta find something that's blue. Take a picture of it, and then it will, register it and stuff like that. from what I played, it didn't save anything like an album, so I don't really know what the point of the camera thing is. I know it's like cool to find like stuff of different colors and, you know, kind of like an I Spy type thing. I don't know, the thing just kind of felt pretty pointless to me. Because, like, again, you don't save them to an album. It doesn't, like, help your progress at all. It just feels like a collectible with an end-of-the-level type thing on it. I just wish there was kind of a reward. I also don't like the flash sound going off, even if the DS is muted. It's just, why? It sometimes also doesn't recognize something as that color if it's just a tiny, tiny shade off. Which was kind of annoying because when I'm playing in a car and it wants me to find something that's green and everything in the car is blue, black, gray, or red, I literally had sometimes I would have to literally pull up my phone and search up the color green, the color orange, the color red, and take a picture of Google and of the Google results, and then I would be able to move on. So at that point, it just becomes kind of a nuisance. But I get what they were trying to go with, and so I think it's still a pretty cool thing to add into the game, especially for younger people. If you're playing it at home as well, you probably have more of a wide range of colors to look for, so it might be a little bit more fun, but it can be kind of annoying after a little while. So I tried. I wasn't always trying to collect the cameras for that reason, but you know, that's something you can look forward to when you play the game. I do like that. Okay, so another thing I don't like with the game is there's a lot of unnecessary gates. It seems like every few feet in the level there's a gate that you have to. And sometimes all you have to do is just stand in front of the gate and wait a couple seconds and then the gate just falls. There's nothing you have to do to open the gate. No tasks you have to complete. Nothing you have to defeat. Nothing you have to get. Sometimes there is. Sometimes you have to complete a puzzle. Sometimes you have to defeat a certain amount of enemies or be a certain color or color a certain amount of areas to get past the gate. But most times there wasn't. That wasn't the case. It just was there to be there. And it really slowed down the rhythm of progression for me in the level. And it was just kind of annoying. I didn't hate it, but I mean, it just really was slow. And then sometimes you'd be like trapped there, and you don't want to, you know, maybe you're trying to on a time rush or something like that. And it just kind of slowed down the rhythm. Sometimes it would not let you go and you wouldn't know what to do. So you had to go back to that section and search all over the place to look for something before you actually found what it was. So that was kind of annoying. I just don't know why there were so many like gates that you had to go through. Some of the dash attacks were inconsistent. Like sometimes I would have to do like a side dash in order to spring off of a platform that would then go zoo and go all the way up. Sometimes I would have to just dash to get underneath something or go through something. And it was never really properly shown how to do that. I would just do it by coincidence sometimes. And then sometimes I'd have to do it and I couldn't do it. So it was very inconsistent about when it happened and how it happened and what it really meant to do, which was kind of annoying in my opinion. And then with the B attacks to hit enemies, you have to be dead on, otherwise it won't hit. If just a fraction of the blob is not directly above and going down, it won't register as an attack, and that can be pretty annoying because you can only take like 3 hits and you're dead. So you really gotta be precise. So at that point, it just felt like easier to not. It just felt easier to not attack the enemies. Just go past them, go above them or underneath them or whatever. So you didn't have to worry about it. So, yeah. So that's all my thoughts about the game. For my final score for Blob 2, I thought it was really fun. Probably a 9 out of 10. It's a lot of fun to play. Some cool colors, puzzles. The levels are a lot of fun. The music is fun. Just a fun game overall. And very underrated in my opinion. I never hear anybody really talk about this game in high regard, if at all. So it was really nice, a genuinely nice surprise for me to when I played this game for the first time. So, but that's going to do it for this review. If you've ever played the Blob 2, let me know your thoughts about it in the comments section down below. And that's going to do it for this video as well. So stay tuned for other much more amazing content, including more game reviews and other awesome stuff. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.